Welcome everybody to another episode of Forgotten Coast Fishing. My name's David, and typically I'm either fishing inshore or offshore, showing you my tips and techniques for finding and catch fish. We're going to be doing something a little bit different this weekend. I've got my wife Ruth and son Steven over here. We're going to be taking the GRADY over to historic Appalachicola down the intercoastal waterway here. We're going to spend the next couple days. We're going to kind of walk around historic Apalachicola, do some shopping, find some places to eat, and experience spending the night in this GRADY for the first time. So come along with us on this exciting adventure. All right, so we made it. This is the Water Street Hotel here in Apalachicola, Florida. We'll get some more shots of it, but nice view to spend the next couple days. This is our boat slip here. We're gonna head off for some lunch. This is one of our favorite restaurants here in Apalachicola. Hole in the wall. All these hats on the wall. Unfortunately, I can't find the school I attended, the University of Southern Mississippi. Maybe I should bring one. Ruth got the shrimp basket. Steven got the good old chicken strips and french fries. And I got some wonderful looking dozen oysters. Man, that was a wonderful lunch there. We're gonna go ahead, got a mission now, need to find Steven some new shoes. Because all we brought was some sandals. And you're up for some new shoes, aren't you, Steven?
Let's go. New shoes for Poopsie. Come on.
Let's hop in here and see if we can't find some shoes for Steven.
What do you think about those, huh? You like those? You want to try them? All right, let's take a look at your size.
Did you find some shoes?
Yes, need some money.
There you go. Mission accomplished.
You got your new shoes?
Steven got some new shoes.
Mommy's stuck.
What do you think?
Oh, yeah, baby, where are we going? Back to the boat. Let's go.
Man, look at these guys. Life of a seaside cat. Check this out. So this is the Forgotten Coast. So here we are. This is Mexico Beach over here. We're just in the far west side of it. St. Joe Bay, where I fish a lot. This is the offshore area I fish a lot. St. George Island over here. So this is what we did. We launched right here at White City. Followed the intercoastal waterway through Lake Wimico back to the intercoastal. And this is where we're staying right here, where our dock is. So, cool map. So you can kind of see how close this area is to the water. When I pan around, there's the little bayou we're staying on. Just on the other side of this marsh is the Apalachicola River, and it feeds into the bay right there. And we're just staying right down there. So it's got this nice little protected area. That's where we're staying. All right, Stephen added to his haul with some fishing glasses, polarized and everything. Check us out, Stephen. Look, woo! Show us your sunglasses.
Show us.
All right.
How do you look? Good. You look good. Who's handsome? Stephen, you are handsome. Look at you. New shoes and new glasses. Woo!
It's a cool little courtyard. Yeah. This town is so cool. It's got your shops there on the main streets, but then it's got these side streets that are kind of quiet and everything. Almost feels like a kind of a New Orleans in a way. Check it out, here in Apalachicola, you don't have to stay in a standard hotel room or Airbnb or that kind of thing. You can hear shrimp boats in the background and stay in these houseboats. Isn't that pretty cool? Look, the General Lee and Southern Comfort, Rebels Rest. Here's the number if you're interested in doing something like this. Well, here's our hotel. We're walking up to it from downtown. The water is kind of on there to the right. So we're gonna head on back, kind of check out the pool that they got here. Nice pool at this Water Street Hotel. Nice decking with, you know, a lot of tables to sit at, kind of hang out. There's a grill over there. Stephen, you ready to get in?
We are. Woo! Ready to cool off.
Yeah, let's do it.
Go, Stevie. Go, Stevie. Look at you. Go, Stevie. Go, Stevie.
All right, had a great day at the pool. So we're gonna go ahead and have our dinner our first night. We opted for something easy. Just some chicken salad sandwiches, pasta salad, chips. And we even have internet here. So we're able to kind of watch some movies on the iPad. So we're gonna enjoy our dinner, and then we'll kind of show you how we configured the cabin so all three of us can sleep on this Grady. What a place to spend the night, huh? All right, so here's our sleeping arrangements for our first night here. Got Stephen on the bunk up here. And Ruth and I are gonna be down here on the V berth. Normally we have another insert that can go right here, but we're gonna leave that off for now, just in case we need to go to the restroom overnight.
Lucky for you, your wife is short.
Yeah, so she's gonna be kind of furthest up in this area right here, and see, her bed's a lot shorter than mine, and I'm gonna be over here with my head here, and believe it or not, that's close to my length, 6 feet or so. So this is a long V berth, so it kind of works to kind of have people stagger like that. Well, at least in theory. We'll see how it goes tonight. Report back in the morning. Well, good night, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Well, it was a wonderful night. Once we kind of figured out our sleeping arrangements, once I kind of flipped and Ruth and I slept in opposite directions, we had plenty of room. Stephen slept just great. But check it out. Got this nice little fog on our little bayou here. This is Scipio Creek is where we are in Apalachicola. But we're gonna get out today. I think we're gonna take the boat over to St. George Island today. Just kind of check that out and maybe go back to Apalachicola, do a little more shopping, playing around, get back in the pool again. All right, time for my morning coffee. Grady's got this butane stove here. I'm gonna heat up some water and got some good old instant coffee. Southern Miss to the top. All right, what a nice morning here in Apalachicola. We're taking the Grady out over to St. George Island just to kind of tool around a little bit. St. George Island is a barrier island here in the Forgotten Coast. Got a lot of vacation rentals. We spend a lot of time there during our vacations during the summer. So it kind of has a special place to us. So We're gonna kind of get over there, kind of circle it, and then we'll come back to Apalachicola. All right, so here we are at St. George Island. As you can maybe see, it's quite long, and you can see that bridge. That's what connects the mainland to St. George Island. I'm not sure if it's coming across, but that connects St. George Island somewhere around halfway. And this is the western end this way. And then over here is Sykes Cut. And then over here is Little St. George Island. Now in the 50s, the Army Corps of Engineers cut that canal right there just because this island is so long and it spans such a good distance that, you know, they needed a cut to get out to the Gulf for shipping, fishing purposes, and that kind of thing. And as you can imagine, with this big bay that we have right here, this is an enormous bay. When that tide comes and goes, you've got a lot of water going through that cut right there. And it's been quite some time since I fished it. During the right part of the year, there's a lot of boats stacked up fishing there. But we're gonna kind of drive around this way towards the bridge and just kind of edge the coast here and see what we can see. Yeah, so behind me and over here you can see this is the St. George Island Bridge. Now this is the only way on and off the island, except obviously by boat. And you can see it goes a long way. It's about 4 miles long. That used to be an old bridge, and it took advantage of that little island kind of thing, grassy area, and you know, it was kind of like just regular paved road. And then it was a bridge the rest of the way, and there's the old part of the bridge. But they left a little bit of the bridge over there and a little bit of the bridge over here, you know, kind of like a fishing pier. I see a couple guys fishing off the end right there. But it's a neat little resource for fishing. You know, like I said, this bridge is about halfway of the island, so it continues further to the east this way, and a good portion of that is a state park where you've got campgrounds and, you know, everything you might think of in a state park. But you know, it's got a nice Gulf beach side, a nice bay side, and that kind of thing. So we're gonna probably kind of head on back, but this was just kind of a nice trip down memory lane for sure. I spent some time out here fishing, a lot of time on vacation, and it's a fun little place to be. Kind of nice to be out on an island, you know, just kind of the uniqueness of it. All right, well, we'll head on back to Apalachicola and we'll see you there. All right, back in Apalachicola, I think we're gonna give the Up to No Good Tavern Grill a go for lunch today. Food was here, what, in about 5 minutes or something, Ruth?
Yeah,
something like that. Ruth got the bay scallops with fries. Stephen got the grilled cheese with French fries, right?
Yeah.
And I got a flounder sandwich with some kind of maybe remoulade sauce or something. Looks
salad.
like, oh, that's my potato salad. Okay, what do I get here? Oh, here's my tartar sauce. Perfect. Well, I'm gonna build my sandwich here. Picked up a red stripe. We're gonna enjoy our lunch. Man, I just got to show you the sandwich. Look how much flounder. This is basically a whole flounder. I think this is all 4 fillets. And I built this up. Man, this is... I'm not going to show you me eating it because it's going to be so messy, but man, look at that. All right, well, we had a wonderful lunch. What did you think of yours?
I thought it was great. It was quick, yummy, came to our table super fast.
Man, it was really fast. I can't think, probably 5 minutes, probably. And what was cool about it, you went in, found your own table, then figured out what you wanted with the menu that was on the table, and then went up to the counter and ordered. And you saw me get a red stripe. It's kind of funny, we went on a cruise a little less than 2 months ago and went to Jamaica actually, but we didn't get off the ship, so I never got a red stripe. So saw that in the counter up there when I was ordering, I couldn't resist. But man, that flounder, like I said, that was probably a whole flounder. And man, it was just some incredible tartar sauce. And really the best thing about my lunch actually was the potato salad, believe it or not. It had like some bacon in it and just like a hint of chives or something, but it was fabulous. So
It was really good.
yeah, so this was the Up to No Good Tavern at the Grill, and here on Market Street. But we're gonna go ahead and walk around a little more, and we'll see you in a few minutes. This is the Dixie Theater here in Apalachicola. They have different shows and plays and different events and things, but check out the box office. Not sure what's going on in there. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and head on back to the boat. Think we kind of shopped ourselves out here. We're gonna get in the pool, maybe something like that.
Steven got a t-shirt. Now we're ready to get in the pool.
This is the Appalachicola Ice Company. Now obviously that's what it used to be back in the day. Now it's not. We heard a lady talking in a restaurant that her daughter was getting married and the reception was here today. So let's take a peek in without crashing the party. I know it hadn't started yet, but actually our daughter was considering this kind of thing. But check it out. That overlooks the water right there. Kind of a neat little place to do something like that. Well, let's not walk on their ferns. Let's go this way. Here, let me show you this. I don't know if you know the significance of this. See, what's that little character's name? Calvin and Hobbes, and he's peeing on BP, and the reason is that's for British Petroleum. And I don't know if you remember, I don't know how many years this has been, 15 years ago or something like that, that oil well out in the Gulf had that leak kind of thing, and it went on for I can't remember, weeks, just oil gushing out, and a lot of it made its way to the coast, including over here, and it destroyed a lot of the fishing and oyster industries around here. And BP is, yeah, it took a long time to recover, and BP is not a favorite corporation around here, but I haven't seen something like that in quite some time. This is Up the Creek Raw Bar. They have a boat dock out on the bayou over there. I think next time we come, we'll probably try to pull our boat up to it and, you know, eat, and then maybe we can just kind of head back home and just kind of make a restaurant lunch trip out of it. But what's kind of funny, look at that sign: beer, wine, and hard liquor, L-I-K-K-E-R. So sounds like a fun place. Check out the Grady. This is what a boat looks like after living on it for 2 days. With three people. Look like the Clampetts over here. All right, so gonna be kind of ending of day 2 here, and we've got our big dinner planned for tonight. We're gonna be doing some steaks on the grill here. Got this stainless steel grill I'll show you in a second, but before we kind of do all that, I wanted to show you, we've got this bimini top on the Grady. I didn't show that when I did my boat review because I typically don't leave it on board, but you know, man, it has proved to be invaluable this trip, because that sun was coming up this way, you know, late afternoon, and we could, you know, provide some shade. Otherwise it would be pretty hot. It was getting up into the mid or upper 80s, I think. But anyway, I want to kind of show you this grill. We haven't used it that much. This is a Magma grill, stainless steel. We picked this up. We've really only used it for hot dogs and hamburgers and stuff like that, just going out to the sandbar. But you know, it uses the kind of the standard little mini propane canister. But we've got these steaks over here we're going to cook up, these Omaha steaks. We've got some twice baked potatoes we already prepared. We're just going to throw those on the grill and heat them up, and some salad and some stuff like that. So we wanted to do our kind of bigger meal our second day, because that first night was kind of getting the bedding ready and all that kind of stuff. But man, what a glorious place to cook steaks out like this. We've got this wonderful marsh area, just the sun setting. We've kind of got boats coming and going. these pelicans grabbing things out there. Got mullet jumping, different, you know, we saw an alligator last night, but we're just having a fabulous time here in Apalachicola. Oh, check it out. We've got the Kentucky Derby going on too. Is that not cool? Like I said, we've got internet here. So we've got the iPad just kind of watching TV out here while we cook our steaks. All right, check them out. Here's mine. Mine's hopefully about medium. My wife Ruth likes them a little more well done, so there's hers. But man, look at these potatoes. They turned out fantastic. We meant to bring some tin foil to put these in to kind of reheat them, but I think it did better, didn't it, with getting the browning on them without the tin foil.
That looks yummy.
Yeah, definitely. And the other thing I was going to say, this grill didn't come with this little tray. This is kind of like an add-on that we kind of added on when we bought it, but man, it proves to be very useful, you know, because sometimes where are you going to put stuff on your boat kind of thing. But we're going to enjoy our dinner, and we'll see you in a little bit. All right, day 2's about in the books. What's left of the sunsets over there. We're going to go ahead and get on to sleep, kind of do a little bit of exploring maybe tomorrow, and then head on home. Good morning, everybody. It's day 3. Unfortunately, the day we need to go home, and we'll be doing that a little bit later. But right now we're headed out into Grady to do a little more exploring. Yesterday we went over to the east, and today we're going to go over to the west, over towards St. Vincent Island, and kind of see what we can see over there. I don't know what destroyed these buildings. Time could have certainly done it, because I'm sure they've been here for quite some time, but we did have Hurricane Michael here. And Apalachicola is a good bit to the east from where it hit. You know, we were pretty much in the eye in Mexico Beach, but they did get a lot of storm surge and that kind of thing. I'm not sure what hotel this is, but you can see it's not up and running and didn't get repaired after the hurricane. But I'm sure in its heyday it was a nice place to stay. Alright, so back at our temporary home here at the marina, we're going to go ahead and have some lunch and then probably head on back home. But I pulled out the grill again. Going to have some hot dogs. What's that? Pasta salad.
Pasta salad. We've got chili for the
chips.
hot dogs.
Yeah, I want to kind of show you that down here. Kind of our setup for cooking things on a stove. We've got this. This is what I heated up my water in the other day, but this is a nice little stove. And it's really simple to put this butane canister in and out, and this heats up very quickly. Well, unfortunately, it's time to head on back home, but this was really the first time we've spent the night on the boat. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's definitely different than we normally do, but I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of kind of what it's like to spend a night on a Grady White. But if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss my future videos. So until next time, hope to see you on another episode of Forgotten Coast Fishing.